Toyota's garage is currently working on a new project. Furthermore, it's not just any old car. We're discussing a brand new, groundbreaking hydrogen vehicle. So, you may be familiar with the Toyota Mirai, a hydrogen-powered car that also uses fuel cells to produce electricity. However, Toyota has now developed a completely new idea. The new hydrogen combustion engine is what it is known as. The automotive sector may experience a revolution because to this technology, Toyota is following a different path than other automakers who have switched to all-electric vehicles. But being better is more important than simply being different. So let's get started. We'll discuss the new hydrogen combustion engine from Toyota, how it functions, and what it implies for the sector. We are all aware of the planet's current predicament, and according to globalcitizen.org, the transportation sector is to blame for a staggering 15% of global carbon emissions. It's also no secret that conventional internal combustion engines have contributed significantly to the pollution issue. While electric cars are undoubtedly becoming more and more popular, some could argue that they aren't the only solution. Let's introduce Toyota's newest branch in its varied approach to carbon neutrality, the hydrogen combustion engine. The most prevalent element in the cosmos, hydrogen also possesses the highest specific energy density of all non-nuclear energy sources. It may be produced from a variety of sources, stored indefinitely, and shipped reasonably inexpensively. It is also exhaust-free and non-toxic. Every year, millions of tons of hydrogen are created and used safely as a power source for trains, electric automobiles, forklifts, buildings, and other mechanical devices. What is the situation with hydrogen engines then? They don't need to be recharged like electric cars, and they have wider ranges. And water is the only byproduct that exits the exhaust pipe. Yes, there are no harmful pollutants. You may now be curious as to how everything operates. Each and every hydrogen engine makes use of a fuel cell to turn hydrogen into power. It resembles magic while using science. And did you know that when Toyota introduced the Prius for the first time in 1997, it started reducing the number of vehicles powered by fossil fuels? They have been environmentally conscious for some time. They are not the only ones, though. Automakers from around the world are attempting to develop green vehicles using hydrogen, solar, and electrical energy. Not only does it involve preserving the environment, but it also involves ensuring energy security, enhancing air quality, and reducing environmental damage. Additionally, once produced, hydrogen can be distributed effectively and affordably. The majority of modern hydrogen refueling stations produce hydrogen on-site using electrolysis and only surplus energy from renewable sources. The best thing, though? These containerized stations simply need power and water to function. Green tariffs or, at certain stations, on-site solar or wind generation are used to supply the energy. Toyota currently claims to have developed a new method of using hydrogen's power. The Corolla Cross H2 Idea, a brand new prototype vehicle with a hydrogen combustion engine, was recently displayed by their technical team. Toyota is developing a brand new vehicle with a hydrogen combustion engine that is distinct from the fuel cell technology that powers its Toyota Mirai, the company's most recent hydrogen-powered vehicle. The idea of using hydrogen to fuel an internal combustion engine is not new. German automaker BMW was one of the forerunners in the industry, launching the 750 HL in 2002 and the Hydrogen 7 in 2005. Based on a conventional 6.0-liter gasoline-powered V12, BMW's Hydrogen 7 was modified to burn hydrogen as well as gasoline. It has a dual fuel system. Additionally, to add even more coolness, only 100 of these bad boys were ever made. But some of its worst drawbacks were present. First of all, you might want to pause before burning a match anywhere near your hydrogen-powered car because it is incredibly flammable. It's also challenging to store and process, which can be a hassle. Not to be overlooked is nitrous oxide, which is released during combustion. Even while it might not be as harmful as carbon monoxide, the EPA nevertheless classifies it as a pollutant. Toyota can help in this situation. Toyota is of the opinion that there is currently no one-size-fits-all approach to lowering vehicle emissions or satisfying customer transportation demands. Getting the correct vehicle to the right location at the right time is everything. Therefore, investments must be made in all sectors to satisfy short, medium, and long-term needs globally. And that's where hydrogen enters the picture, playing a crucial role in Toyota's Beyond Zero initiative. And they intend to use their H2 to accomplish it. Perhaps you're wondering, what is H2? It's just Toyota's fancy word for internal combustion engines that run on hydrogen, and it appears to be the direction of car technology. Then, how does this operate? Toyota, which borrowed this technology from its FCEV, the Mirai, employs strong, armored fuel tanks to hold the highly combustible hydrogen. The car can also travel up to 300 miles on just 5 kilograms of hydrogen, and the only byproduct is 50 liters of water. Discuss environmentally friendly practices. Let's now discuss about power. Toyota and Yamaha Motor have also collaborated to develop a V8 engine that runs on hydrogen. Yes, a hydrogen-powered V8 engine that generates 455 horsepower and 398 pound-feet of torque. The true showstopper, though? The top-mounted 8-into-1 exhaust manifold emits a distinctive high-frequency sound. Additionally, compared to electric vehicles, hydrogen-powered cars have a longer range and refuel faster. The GR Yaris H2 only requires 90 seconds. Additionally, it lessens the need for materials with limited supplies like nickel and lithium, which are used in EV battery packs. The GR Corolla H2 is thus something to keep an eye on whether you're a gearhead or just admire cutting-edge technology. It won't be long until we start seeing these automobiles on the road because real-world testing is already in progress. When that happens, disregard everything you've learned about electric vehicles because the Toyota hydrogen combustion engine has many benefits over them. The major one is that refueling is as quick as a drag race and it has a longer range. This technology is now advantageous for drivers and environmentally benign. You see, the lithium and nickel that are necessary for the production of EV batteries are not needed by the Toyota hydrogen engine nearly as much. It also has a battery. However, it is much smaller than the battery in an electric vehicle. In northern Japan, the Corolla Cross H2 concept car is currently being evaluated in the real world and tested in winter driving conditions. With such high hopes for hydrogen, the Japanese government also plans to put 200,000 fuel cell-powered automobiles on the road by 2025 and 800,000 by 2030, with more recharging stations being built all throughout the nation. In addition to sounding amazing, the exhaust bark is identical to that of a tuned gasoline-powered vehicle. Furthermore, because Toyota's cutting-edge hydrogen engine doesn't burn fossil fuel, it produces almost no carbon dioxide. Yes, it does emit some harmful gases, but a lot less than a car that runs on only gasoline. You could question, but what about safety? That's also taken care of by Toyota. Stronger connecting rods, tougher valves and valve seats, and fuel injectors that use gas rather than liquid have all been added, so that you can ride with assurance, aware that safety is of the utmost importance. Let's now get down to business. What advantages does this new technology offer? Let's start with the primary problem with electric vehicles: charging. Although we have all heard the horror stories, hydrogen makes it unnecessary. Hydrogen fills up in 90 seconds, just like an ICE automobile, and while there aren't many outlets currently selling it, they often work well with conventional gas stations.